Bobby Green looked like I've never seen him before.
Yeah, we both messed up on that one.
Like, Haqparast was just there to be hit the whole time. And Bobby Green was hands down. He was popping his jab. He was...
Slick jab as well.
So
it was like
slick.
doubling it up. I think even like 3 one time where he just went around him and threw all the jabs that was going through the guard. I think a lot of this with... what was the name that I had called him? Nasrat.
Nasrat.
I just kind of joined it. Yeah, so Nasrat was like thinking that he had big gloves on, I think, during the fight.
Yeah,
because he was kind of just going, he was like this, and the punches were kind of just coming through.
Yeah.
And wasn't adjusting to the fact that it was going all through his guard. Because
he wasn't doing anything to get his head off the center line, really.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was good, it was good movement, and it was good block, but...
Like you said, if he was wearing 16s, it'd have been fine. If he'd have had 16-ounce gloves on, he would have blocked the majority of them. But like Green was like, and especially because he was coming down from his waist as well, and he's like coming up into that gap, so he's not going into the front forearms. He's like stinging it up through the guard.
It's harder to see as well, especially if you have a high guard.
Yeah,
I find it sometimes when you're like fully guarded, it's harder to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, that's what Canelo leans on. That's what Jimmy and I were talking about the other day. Like, Canelo throws that right hand and he throws it over the shoulder, because when people in boxing, when they're covering with their gloves, as soon as the hand passes this kind of point, they can't see anything anyway. So that feint flares all the way off to the side before he digs that left hook in. And there's just a lot that changes with the small gloves. And I think Bobby Green's style, his defense is very slick. Like, his reaction time's great, slipping and moving and rolling off the center line. Even the shots that he was taking, they weren't hitting him hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he was like rolling with it.
Yeah. I was well impressed with him. I massively underestimated him. I cornered against him once, and he was just kind of he was kind of a ragged mess of a fighter. And the guy that I was cornering, Toby, should have beaten him, but Toby was just a mess he couldn't stick to a game plan, and that was the big problem. And Bobby Green he just caught him clean. He was just, slick fighter. But he's improved so much, and he's found a rhythm now where I feel like he could be, I think John Anik said it, he could be a main event fighter. Like, you could see him, 29-12, he's 10 knockouts.
Well, the whole crowd was cheering for him. They were all yelling Bobby.
Yeah.
I would say, I think he's going to get in trouble with the UFC with that, all the cursing he did after.
Yeah, what did he say?
I don't remember. He said, yeah.
Yeah, check that out. So I cornered against him in 2008.
Okay, so I think that's your bad for not updating.
What? No, so he was...
I underestimated him because I cornered against him in 2008.
No, just generally. Like, I always think at some point his style's going to come unstuck.
Okay. Like,
against someone that can push forward and hit him and catch him and throw combinations together, and someone that can get their head moving a bit, like they're the people that he struggles with, because then he doesn't feel confident in his own offense.
Yeah.
Because Haqparast kind of stood there waiting to be hit, he was cruising and he looked better and better.
I feel like if you would have ended with low kicks as well, that would have improved the outcome of the fight, because when he was coming forward, especially with strikes, he would go back a lot, but his feet, so like his head would go back, but his feet would stay kind of where they are or move very little. So if you just go to straight like Dutch kickboxing, that's what they do. They're always end a combination with a low kick at all times. And that could have slowed him down and helped with the speed disadvantage that he had during the fight.
Yeah.